folks, Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell trucks and we sell lots of them. Today we're going to list a truck we're really proud of because they're just so hard to find, folks, I promise you. A good Duramax diesel, they are hard to come by. Most of them, if you find one, they're either ragged out or they're overpriced. But today we've got one that's just the way it ought to be, and it's underpriced. This is a 2007 Chevrolet. It's a 2500 HD Silverado 3LT. It's four-wheel drive, of course. Now this is, Dan's telling me this is the one everyone wants. It's the LBZ. It's fully loaded. It's sitting on a set of perfect tires, folks. And look at these tires. They show you what kind of person had this truck. They took care of it. It's never been abused in any way. So just trade it in. It's a local car. Just trade it in at the Buick dealership here in town. We think it's a one-owner truck. Looks like it. Come on, we're going to show it to you. You're going to see a nice truck. Look at these tires, folks.
The grill and all is perfect. It's not peeling. The badge isn't corroded. Whoever's spending probably $1,200 on BFG tires for their 07 truck they're obviously been well maintained. Southern truck. Even these alloy wheels, usually the clear coat's bad about peeling on them, but they're in great shape.
2500 HD Duramax, fully loaded, folks. Got everything. Heated seats, power on both sides.
Tow mirrors with the LED lights, and you can pull them out.
Four-wheel drive. This is a nice truck, folks. Got all the mats in it. Look at the upholstery. The headliner is beautiful. Doesn't have any smoke odors, pet odors. Got
equip, not stripped.
Windows, door locks, tilt, cruise, stereo. Got everything.
Bose stereo, OnStar,
both sides,
fog lights, power steering.
For every Ford diesel truck we can find, folks, every 50 we can find, we can find one Duramax, and finding one like this is just really unusual.
Heated seats, you can heat your back or heat your butt and your back. You get a choice on that.
Back here, beautiful.
More storage, flip down cup holder, rear defrost. It's got headphone jacks so your kids can listen to whatever BS they want to play and control their volume separately, all that good stuff. Leather's in great shape. You can see the cab corners, perfect. Doors perfect, no rust.
No paint work, hadn't had any, doesn't need any. You always catch them here. I want you to look at this bed. I'm impressed with the bed. It's got a turnover ball. You may or may not ever need it, but if you do, it saves you a lot of money.
And it adds value.
But look at the lines on that truck.
Nobody's rammed their four-wheeler into the bed. Spare tire is perfect. You can see B&W hitch.
Great find. Look at this. Not beat up, not abused. This is the way we got it. This is the way the people traded it in. I wish we could take a pig and make it look like this, but we can't.
You can look behind the wheels. They're not ate up with rock pecks, so it's obviously not been out on a farm, not been riding on gravel roads.
It's not been in the mud.
The mud, the blood, and the beer.
Not a lot of dings and pings, if any. I don't see any. I'm not going to say there's not one because someone will correct me, but it sure doesn't show it. This is an exceptional truck, folks. I'm just telling you, it's not a sales pitch. It's an exceptional truck. Power on both sides. Once again, carpets are perfect under here. They got all these mats and see the carpet. The dash is not crack split in any way.
Not peeling.
You can see how clean it is in here. Look in the side panels here, how clean
You can tell a work truck because these door pockets are piled full of just garbage, oil, crap.
Once again, a great set of tires. Got a wonderful stance to it. Beautiful truck. I like this truck. Whoever buys this truck, folks, you're going to like it a lot. It's only got 13,000 miles, something. Low miles. whoever buys this, you're going to get a great truck. You're going to get a wonderful truck, and you're going to like it a lot. And if you ship it, which a lot of people are doing nowadays, it's more economical. When it gets there, you'll be way more tickled than you was watching this video. But it's a truck that's hard to find in this condition, and we're lucky to have it, and whoever buys it's going to be lucky to get it. It's a 2007 Chevrolet
Silverado
2500 HD Duramax diesel, four-wheel drive, heavily loaded, got everything sitting on a great set of tires, the spares underneath it. We showed you everything about it. It's a grand truck. So if you've been looking for one of these and you went to your local dealer and it was about $75,000 or $70 or something silly, you better consider this truck, because this truck will be worth in 5 years what you give for it today. The one you give $65,000 for today, in 5 years will be worth 20. But anyhow, it's a great truck, 2007 four-wheel drive Duramax. We appreciate you watching our video. Thank you so much for that. Look forward to visiting with you about this truck, seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive. But before I do, I just want to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it came in. So you can see, not covered in mud. There's none of that brown patina on these bare aluminum parts that you find when a truck's been spending its life out in mud holes. Antifreeze jug's clear. It's not corroded up with all kind of gunk, so it's obviously been serviced well. AC compressor looks to have been replaced. It blows ice cold. A couple of good Napa Legend high dollar batteries. It's got the green belt. The green is Kevlar, I think. Anyway, it's a super expensive belt, but they last an extra long time. Super tough. Obviously, somebody has spent lots of money on maintenance, because they don't look this clean when they haven't been maintained. But the main thing I want to show you is right here. You can see, take the cap off, no smoke, although smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is, you can see I can set the cap on here, it doesn't blow off. That means there's no blow-by. Blow-by is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. Not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear that this truck doesn't have. So anyway, showed you that. Now we're going to hop in and take it for a spin. Okay, now we're in the truck. I'm going to take you on a test drive. Before I do, I just want to show you a few things. First of all, you can see it goes in and out of four-wheel drive. Plus you can put the transfer case in neutral if you want to pull it behind something. It has both front seats are heated, and surprisingly, it still works. The module for these is somewhat prone to go out, and you can't get a new one, so if they don't work, you're just out of luck. But they work on this one. Steering wheel controls work, air, of course, ice cold. The little compass and thermometer still work. It has OnStar. The leather on this steering wheel, I don't know how well it's going to show up in this video, but it is just perfect. I mean, it looks like a truck with half the miles or less. I mean, it's super nice. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work. I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other, as usual, on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. But the good part is, when you hit potholes, there's no clunks, there's no bangs. This truck is tight, front end's tight, the body's tight, all that good stuff's tight. The truck fires right up, hot or cold, doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. Windshield is perfect, except there's a tiny little, just a divot right there, and then a little star right there that just happened yesterday, much to my annoyance. Now, if that bothers you, I can get a new windshield for $150, but honestly, I would just have a glass plate. They can do something to those that, if they know what they're doing, will make it disappear, and you ain't gonna worry about it. Has the tow mirrors. I don't know if you can see them, but the LEDs are built into the glass, and they work. Haven't found anything on this truck that doesn't work like it should. I mean, it's super clean, drives great. Like I said, doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. It's got plenty of power. And when you're buying a Duramax, you always want to hear them crank hot. A Ford, you want to hear them crank cold, but a Duramax, you want to hear them crank hot, because if they've got injector issues, then they'll be hard to start when they're hot, but fire right up cold. But this one doesn't have any issues either way. And honestly, the only Duramaxes with injector issues were the first gens, the 01s to early 04s. Were the only ones that were bad about injectors. The newer ones, I mean, we've had them with 400,000 miles on original injectors. I mean, you keep them maintained, and these things can last forever. And plus, this truck is the one everybody looks for. It's the 07, the last year for this body style, and it has the LBZ Duramax. The LBZ Duramax, 360 horse, the last year before they added emissions, but it's got great horsepower, and it has the 6-speed Allison transmission, which the earlier ones, the LOYs are fine, but they just have the 5-speed, and these have the 6-speed. So they're what people want, and we've got one. These things, they're just basically appreciating in value, to be honest. I mean, they're bringing more now than I've sold them for several years ago. It's kind of pretty amazing to me, but they are, in fact, really holding their value well. We got some construction going on around here, so have to take a different route than usual, and probably going to get stuck in some traffic. But you see, even the little daytime lights, you can see in the reflection of that guy's tail light, they work. Headlights work, automatic headlights. They just came on because I'm parked into this bridge. It's got the, I guess it's the Bose stereo CD changer. And I was flashing the CD, but I hit eject and it says no disc. So, but honestly, I mean, who listens to CDs anymore? It's got this plug down in here that may be an auxiliary input. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is, but it's got the automatic volume. It's got all the other goodies you want. Let's see, FM, AM, XM, and it does have satellite radio, so that's good. I don't know how I lived without satellite radio before I started driving trucks that had it. It's got the steering wheel controls. It's got, like your distance to empty, or how long to your next oil change, how long to your next fuel filter change. All that stuff is in the driver information center. All that works. And like I said, I have not found anything that doesn't work like it should. Now that sounds like just sales talk, but in this case, it's also true. I haven't found anything that doesn't work like it should. And I'm not going to say you may not find something. Maybe there's a bulb out somewhere or something minor, but we've checked all the windows, the seats, the locks, the wipers, horn, headlights, of course the air's cold, all that good stuff. So four-wheel drive works. I would not hesitate to hop in this truck and drive it absolutely anywhere. These LBZs, they are just, really, they're the best Duramax. You can look around on the internet, but they are the best Duramax. They got all the power, and you can turn them up if you want to. They can take a lot of extra power without having to do any serious work, but honestly, this thing's got plenty of power. 360. The new ones are only around 400, so not that much difference. And like I said, these trucks, they're really not depreciating. You keep this truck maintained and serviced, odds are you could drive it several years and not lose any money. Especially a truck like this coming from the south, not rusted out or anything. If you want to fly into Jackson International Airport, and drive it home, you can. We'll be glad to pick you up at the airport. We'll come back here to our place in somewhat beautiful Jackson, Mississippi, and we'll do all the paperwork and feedback and everything and let you get on the road. I wouldn't, like I said, I would not hesitate to drive it anywhere. But we understand with all this corona BS going around, you may not feel comfortable getting on a plane or whatever. You may not want to drive, spend several days driving down, then driving home and all that. So if that's the case with you, don't let the idea of shipping it scare you off, and especially don't let the prices you may find online for shipping scare you off, because odds are I can save you as much as half off. And the reason for that is most of these places you find online, they're not actual shippers, they're just brokers, and they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front, and they call it a deposit, but what it really is their broker's fee for finding somebody else to do the actual hauling. So the amount you pay when they drop it off is what it really costs to ship it. Well, most of these guys use this website called Central Dispatch, and that's what everybody gets on to find actual drivers to haul their truck. Well, it costs several thousand a year to be on it, but we're on it. So basically, we can find you somebody to haul your truck to you for as much as half off. It just depends on how much of a hurry you're in and where you're at. If you're anywhere near Dallas or Houston or Atlanta or anywhere in the state of Florida, we can get you a great deal on shipping. But if you're interested, shoot me a text, 601-376-9869 with your zip code and which vehicle you're interested in, and I will get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And basically the way it works is you pay me for the truck, just the truck, nothing else. You can either do a bank wire or you can FedEx me a cashier's check. I'll post it for shipment. I'll find somebody to ship it. It won't be me, but I'll find somebody, and they will, let me turn this radio down. They will bring it to you. I'll make all the arrangements. When they drop it off, you just hand them cash for the shipping, and that's it. We've done it hundreds and hundreds of times. It's a smooth, simple deal. We make it real uncomplicated process. So like I said, if you're interested, shoot me a text and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. If you have any questions about this truck, give me a call, 601-376-9869. If I don't answer, hang up and text me. I don't answer my phone early in the morning or late at night, but odds are I'll answer a text whenever. So you're welcome to text me or call me if you want to know about shipping, know about any questions about the truck, about the price, any of that. Just give me a call. I'll be glad to talk to you. One thing I want to show you before we go, you can see the dash. No warning lights, no service lights, none of that. And I like to show the dash after we've been driving a while because, you know, it's easy to kill a light with your scan tool, take a picture and say, oh look, no lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then once you start driving, that light's going to come right back on. So that's why I like to show the truck after I've been driving a while, so you can see for yourself that there really are no lights lit. So just wanted to point that out. Like I said, if you have any questions, give me a call. I don't know of anything that doesn't work except maybe that CD player, although you might could, if you're the handy type, you might could take it apart. There's probably a little sensor or something that is making it think there's a CD stuck in it and there's not, or send it off and have it repaired. But honestly, in this day and age, you can buy a navigation stereo from Amazon for around $100, slap it in and be done with it. Or one with Android or Apple CarPlay is only a couple hundred, and then you just take your phone's GPS and zap it onto the screen on your dash, and that's really going to be the future of car navigation. But anyway, 07 Chevrolet Silverado, It's what they call a 3LT or an LT, but it's the top of the line LT. It's got all the bells and whistles, leather steering wheel, heated seats, OnStar, compass and thermometer, auto dimming rearview mirror, steering wheel controls. It's got it all. And it's the LBZ engine. I can't stress that LBZ enough. But if you have any questions, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Otherwise, I appreciate you watching the video and listening to everything I've had to say. Look forward to seeing you here in South Jackson, Mississippi.